do multi-streams is kind of weird. All right. Greetings, my name is Edward Ojambo. In this tutorial, we're going to do a fun little tutorial. I'm going to show you an application called LosslessCut. So LosslessCut, that's what the name says. It lets you make edits, basically trims, without any loss in the quality, and it's very, very fast. In fact, it's so fast you don't even need to use your GPU. So I've been using this for the past 3 days and I've been very impressed with it. Now the problem is I did read the manual and I watched some videos. The problem is those videos, they're, even though they seem to be looks like they were recent, but they're already dated. So I'm going to show you how what I do. So what I'm saying is I'm going to download a version live, and I'll show you, because I think there's a new version that came up since I actually since I started using LosslessCut. I said just 3 days ago. I downloaded a long time ago, but I never actually used it until I started using 3 days ago. Obviously, there's a new version, so we'll get down because it might have some bug fixes or some new features. So on to the introduction. As usual, I said because of problems with it. So let's go there. So how to instantly cut videos without losing quality. LosslessCut tutorial on oops, that's the wrong one. Oops. I apologize for that. Again, like I said, yeah, things are just crazy. There you go. Fast video cutting, no re-encoding needed. All right. I would also like to implore you to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments, because that helps the channel grow. For example, this month, the month is not over yet. A lot of people have subscribed, and there have been a lot of viewers. They have posted requests, and whenever they give me information, I do share with everybody. So what I mean is like tips, tricks, and all that, I do share as well. Or if they lead me towards a path, I do the tutorial. I mean, I go do research, and then I'll share with everybody. For example, one of them is LosslessCut. So back to the show. So I'm using Fedora Linux. I use Fedora Linux. I've been using Linux since 2008, January 1st, 2008, as my, not just my preferred, it's my only operating system. So I do my work, everything on Linux. So when it comes to video editing, sometimes you don't need all the bells and whistles. You just need a tool to cut out parts of a video quickly without loss of quality, and you obviously want it fast. And this thing is fast. Like when you see some videos, people say, "Oh, it's very, very fast." You think it's exaggerating? No, I'm saying it's really fast. Like I say, it doesn't even use the GPU; it just uses the CPU. It's really fast. I used to be impressed with the Handbrake. This one blows Handbrake out of the water. I'm saying for cutting, obviously not for transcoding and stuff like that. All right, where are we here? So it's also pretty lightweight. It's easy to download. It's cross-platform. I'll show you that when we go to their website. It's very simple. It's just a cutting tool, basically, or trimming tool. So it's designed to cut videos and audios without re-encoding. So that's why it's very, very fast. It doesn't have to re-encode. As the name suggests, the software operates in a lossless manner, meaning it doesn't degrade the quality of the original video. This makes it perfect for those who want to trim and split large videos into smaller parts, such as removing sections from a long presentation or trimming excess footage from a recording. So one of the problems is all those people who are demonstrating this application, they always had a very small video, and they didn't explain like what happens if you have a very large video. For example, sometimes I have like a 3-hour video, right? So I was kind of skeptical, but I said that I've been using it, and I'll share my knowledge with all of you, and it's actually worth it. Just stick with me for a sec until I finish this part. So if you want to install it, I'm on Linux. I chose there's a version in the Flathub, so it might be in your repositories. And there's also an AppImage. So I chose the AppImage so I can try it out. If you don't know what an what a Flatpak is it's a container. Basically, the application runs in some type of container. So it doesn't mark up your your operating system. For example, I do that with Android Studio, because Android Studio still comes with 32-bit libraries. I don't want any 32-bit libraries on my system, so I put all that stuff inside the container. That's why I use Flatpak for Android Studio. And then app image, it comes with everything, so you don't need to like hand dependencies. Everything comes in that as well. So you can pick which one you want as well. And then if you're on others, you can see here if you have Flatpak, you can install it that way. Like I use a software as well that has built-in support for Flathub, and then you can install LosslessCut that way. And then you see no.minifee.losslesscut. There are others. I said I chose the app image. I'll show you that again. I will download the latest version, and we can go to their website here. I'll open up their website. I'll show you all that in a second. So we'll go through this. I'm just gonna go through this very quickly because I said I'm gonna show you how to actually do this. It doesn't make sense for me to talk when we're gonna actually do the same thing. And you can see here some screenshots. Again, I'll show you all of that. So I had a video here and I have another video, so we can do both videos. I think we'll do this video again. It's a short video, but the concepts I'll show you will matter how long the length of the video is. And this is a live stream. Live stream still to be working. Looks like that issue with the BitChute was fixed yesterday, so that's great. So we'll go down here. Oh, to prove this is a live stream, the concepts I will show you. Yeah, so there we go. So it's a live stream. It's just a slight delay, so we'll just stop it right here. Now let's head over to the GitHub page for Mifi/lossless-cut. You can see this one is 3.67.1. I don't think I have this one. This is probably the one I'll download today, but let's actually go. There might even be a new one right now. Yeah, that's the one 2 weeks ago. That's 3.67.1. And what else is here? So you can see, you can read more about it here. I think they also have a website, if I remember correctly. And they can look at the features, example, lossless use cases, and see the features all down here. What you can do. You can also do a smart cut, and you can do undo, redo. So I said I had to fool around with this because I said I watched so many videos, so I was trying to do the same, even to this day. My first instinct is to do the same thing I saw in the videos, but I'm saying is that doesn't those videos you have to I have to basically forget doing it that way and just do it the proper way, which is, I mean, with the latest versions. You can see here you can speed up, slow down a video or audio file. Oh, I didn't know you could do this as well. Wow, this is actually very interesting. Oh, there's also, I read somewhere, I don't know if they're working on it or if it's already done. Oh, look at this. You can import and export segments from MP4/MPK chapter marks. That's actually interesting. Text file, YouTube, CSV, Q, XML, DaVinci, Final Cut Pro, and more. I didn't know that. Wow, that's interesting. Because I was going to do all this stuff in Blender and use Python scripting, so looks like I can do this as well. I just learned something else right now. And there's also an FFmpeg log, so you can rerun the most recent commands on the command line. What is the other thing I want to tell you guys? Yeah, I don't know if it mentions it here, but you can also do a merge. That is really interesting because if you have a video, so I'll tell you some of the things I used to do. What I used to do was I would take Blender, and then I would, in the beginning, I'll put the intro, at the end I put the outro. Then I'll use FFmpeg to slice it into 3 parts. So I realized something, that I can still do that, except using Python and FFmpeg. I can actually use LosslessCut now, because if they are the same, same bitrate, same audio, everything, I can actually merge them using LosslessCut, and that'll be way faster. Obviously, use FFmpeg under the hood, but still. That's another option I can do. And you see example use cases here: cut out commercials, remove audio, extract music, combine audio. Let me see, maybe they might have it here. Quickly change to, okay, I don't care about that part. Quickly cut a video. Is there where you can merge? They don't mention merging here. Split a video into segments. Internet each segment with 1 or more tags. Okay, you can do that. Okay, they don't mention here, but from what I read, you're able to, I guess maybe they haven't done the documentation yet, but from what I read is I read it somewhere, and you should be able to do. You can do merges as well. So I'm saying is that you can have two different videos and merge them together as well, as long as I said everything is exact same, like the bitrate, not just the video bitrate, but also the audio bitrate. Everything's the same. So that works perfect for me as well. Obviously, it's not a proper video editor, but that works. And you can see here, it's in the Mac Store, Microsoft Store, whatever they call them. Snaps, if Snaps, that's another one. Flathub, as I mentioned before, and they also nightly builds. Yeah, so Linux, Windows, Mac OS. I already mentioned that. And this is to donate. So if you have the means, I would highly. This is really worth it, especially if you do video stuff. And you see the supported formats. It's really awesome things you can do here as well. So with that said, we go here to the releases page. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Did I have a website? I guess they do have a website. So it's called LosslessCut.app. This is their website here, and as you can see, it's yeah. So there we go. The features here. Let me see if I can search for merge. Yeah, there we go. Merge. See, lossless merge concatenation of arbitrary files, identical codec parameters. Yeah, exactly. So as long as they're identical, you can merge them. So that is LosslessCut there. So I wasn't crazy. See, I was right about that. And there we go. And you see it's available. And they explain why it's not free on the app stores. I know that I'm a programmer, because obviously there are fees, and there's some nuisances you have to do that for some of those stores. There we go. So with that said, let's go back here to the releases, and it's 3.671. So I'll probably come here to download this. I'll check what version. I might have updated it. One of the problems with AppImages, there's actually no way to let me see, maybe it's in properties. Does it tell me? Yeah, so it doesn't tell me what version it is. I have to open it up to find out. That's one of the real problems with AppImages, but we'll figure that out. Okay, so as you can see here, they have Linux. What is this one here? So you see this one I got the AppImage. What I'm saying is there's different ways to obviously install it on a Mac. I don't know which one would be for Windows. Windows, it's in the Windows Store. Sorry, I forgot. Or if you want to compile it yourself, I guess you can get the source code there. And as you can see here, you see it improved the concatenation dialog, enables system language support, capture snapshot to clipboard, and bug fixes and improvements. As you can see here, 6.67, which was 2 weeks ago, it had more stuff as well. So there we go. All right. So yeah. So let me open up the app, and we can get started here. So just double click on it. I'm going to check the version first. It says new version. Usually it's in help, and we go to about. You see, yeah, so I'm running an older version. I'm running 3.66.1, so I was 100% right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this one. Bye-bye. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the releases and download this AppImage here. So I'm going to download the AppImage. It's going to go to the downloads folder. Yeah, that's what we want. So it's it should be pretty quick. Should be pretty quick. Is it done yet? That's kind of, I don't know if it's going slower or finishing. So, and the file size for the AppImage is 200, because I said it has to come with all the dependencies as well, which is fine. So it's a little bit slow, but we'll let that finish. While that's going on, let me prepare the videos. I believe it should be in the videos folder. I should have a couple. Oops, wrong one. It should be in the videos folder, the video that I did for testing. Yeah, here it is. So we have this learning JavaScript. That's perfect. And I also have another one in the home folder. Yeah, so I think it's not this one. It must be this one. Yeah, that must be that one. Oops. I'm guessing it's this one. Let me play this video. Okay, no, that's not it. Is it this one then?
Hi there. In
Yeah, so that must be the one. So these videos are all garbage. They were, yeah. So I think this one should be going. I hope I don't make anything too stupid there. Yeah, so I think this is the video. So there we go. So this is the video we can edit, and we have another video to edit this one here. And then is this guy done? Let's see if it's done. Yeah, completed. Okay, so it's done. It's finished downloading. So when you finish downloading, don't worry guys, I'm not gonna jump on the command line today. So you can just right click here, right click, go to properties, and just set executable, make it executable. That's one way to do it. Now there's also software. So if I go to my software here, and I can simply just do a search, I just type lossless. You see LosslessCut is here. Let me show you this, people in, so you can see it's from Flathub. So you see Flathub, I can also install it there. And obviously it's a little bit smaller. So this one looks like it's an older version. Wow, this hasn't been updated in a while. Sometimes it tells a warning. So this one is a pretty old one, hasn't been updated in a while, which I'm kind of surprised. But it still works fine. And because it's inside a container, you don't have to worry about it. I'm actually surprised because it looks like it's supported by the programmer here. I'm surprised that one is old, but yeah, that's another option. I've said if it's also in your repositories, so that's another way you can install it. So gorgeous Gary says pretty cool looking tool. I've been using a Python script I made for quick cropping, but this will work even better. Yes, this will actually work better. It actually made me stop. I said I have I also had a custom Python tool with Blender and FFmpeg, and this guy just blows it away. I mean, it's not quite perfect, but I'm saying is that it could be if I do some more smart things as well. And okay, so after that, I just double click on it, and there it goes. It's up and running. So I'm going to half the screen here just so that people can see what I'm doing. All right, so now the weird thing about this is I think I had trouble. I couldn't go to file. Oh, you can go to file, open. Okay. All right, so let's actually go through the menu here. So obviously the file menu you can open. I think the old one I wasn't able to do is I always had to drag and drop in here, but you can open here. You can import, export. You can import projects. You can see here from other types of, for example, like DaVinci Resolve here, Final Cut Pro, the XML files, and Final Cut Pro, FPX, whatever that means. I've never used those before. Q files, subtitles. Wow, you can do that too. I just learned something else now. Wow, this is really amazing. Then text chapters for YouTube. Frame numbers, whatever, so you can see all that stuff there. Obviously you can export that stuff as well. So this will help me make, you know what, I was actually going to use a Python script to create timestamps for YouTube, but it looks like I can simply just do it here. Start times as YouTube chapters. Wow, I can, wow, my mind is blown. I'm like, wow, that's, yeah, that is amazing. And of course you can convert to different types, and then let's go to settings here. So obviously you can pick your language. English is fine by me, and then if you have a custom using built-in FFmpeg, that's fine, it doesn't matter to me. It's probably going to be better than one that comes with Fedora anyway. Okay, so you see the capture. Okay, PNG, okay, well, WebP, okay, I was hoping it would have VF, doesn't. And then you can see you can create your own shortcuts. I'm okay using the mouse. I have a trackball mouse, so I'm okay with that. If you have like a regular mouse, I can understand why. So when people say, oh, the keyboard is faster, those people probably most likely have never used a trackball mouse, so that's why. All right, what else we have here? We have, yeah, so you can see all the other options in here. That's on settings. And then we go to edit here, undo, as I said, I use that a lot, undo, redo when I'm learning, and then you can extract all tracks, edit tracks, the meta tags if you want to do that, segments. I haven't used any of this stuff yet, so I'm not going to do that in today's tutorial. If I do start using them, maybe I'll share more information if you guys want me to do that. Obviously increase font, I don't use any of this. I said I just use it for cutting. And as you can see here, you can, wow, more stuff here. Detect the black screens, detect silent screens, detect scene changes. Wow. And you can toggle developer tools as well. That's actually, no, I'm not going to do that. And then obviously figuring out questions. So what is this here? How to use and keyboard and mouse shortcuts. Let's take a look at that one. Oh, I do use space. I did lie. Sorry, I do use space. That's no one, and of course you can change them here, or just use the ones that comes with it. So that's fine. I said I'm pretty happy with the way it is. Let's check the LosslessCut here. You see it's 3.6. It's 3.67.1, so that's the latest one. And the one that's available at time of this recording, the licenses, obviously, what licenses? Yes, so it's released under the MIT license, and looks like everything's under the MIT license. I think FFmpeg is under a different license. You see, there's I saw ICC license. They're pretty close. MIT, a lot of stuff is MIT. I might be wrong about FFmpeg. Wow, well, a lot of licenses here. Oh, okay, well, I thought it was finishing. So let's just go quickly here. Wow. Okay, there we go. So they're all in there. I might be wrong about the FFmpeg license. Okay, anyways. Enough of me yapping. So this is the part I was telling you down here. So right here is so when I was watching YouTube videos, when people are dragging a file in here, what they would do is they would just press this one and it automatically detect the length. So that worked. That I tried that, and then it didn't do what I wanted. So I like the change they made is that you have to set the start time. So I always use this one, the start at current segment, and then I drag the cursor to where I want, then I click this one here, which will be end segments, and it will cut it. I prefer that because it's very easy, and that's what we've been trained since we were kids. So anyways, instead of me yapping, let's get started here. So I'm going to start with something pretty simple. Let's do, where was that video? Let's do the learning JavaScript video here. This is an old video from last year, so I'm going to take this out of the way. Actually, I can even, let me grab it right out of the way here. All right, so you see what happens here. Now, very, very important, I did learn this the hard way, is that by default, is that because it does LosslessCut, it doesn't want to mess up your video. So what it does is I think it goes right when I'm talking about frames here. So what it does is, if you see these little lines here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what that means is that you're not able to cut. For example, if you want to cut in between here, it'll either be this one here or this one. So I know why it does that. So that way, because sometimes, like FFmpeg especially, is that it will mess things up. For example, when I created my Python script in Blender, I gave it some leeway, meaning that if it needs one more frame, it can go for it. One frame is not going to make a difference. But I'm saying that, for example, this is a short video. If I want to cut specifically right in here, it's not going to do that. So just be aware of that. You might have to use FFmpeg on the command line or tweak them yourself. So let me explain what I'm trying to say. So let's say this was a very long video. And so this video is only 2 minutes and 41 seconds. So let's say this video was 2 hours and 41 minutes, right? So the great thing I like about this application is that you can still see everything. You see this zoom here? This zoom is amazing. So what you do, for example, it will zoom in a particular section. I love that feature. So I'll give you an example. So if I put my cursor right here in the beginning and I click on the zoom here, you see right by default it's 1x zoom. So usually I go to 8x zoom. You see, I went to 8x zoom. My cursor is still there, and you can see. So this is what I was trying to say. When you see these lines, don't ignore them. Those are the lines where it will do the cuts. What I'm trying to say is that if I try to cut it right here, it's not going to work. It will either go here, or it will go. It will cut it right here. So that will, because, for example, when I was speaking and I would say, "Oh," So I wanted to cut out the word O. What I noticed was even if I did the cut, the O was still. I'm like, is the program not working? It took me a while to realize, oh, that's must be what these lines are. These lines are meaning that this is where it cuts. So for example, you see that when that came out right there. Let's say I don't want I don't want this. I want to cut this part out. So the problem is I won't be able to cut it out. If I mean I can, because this is easy. I can cut it right here. But if, for example, if I try to cut right here, if I do a cut right here, it will still show up. That is the thing that blew my mind. Blew my mind. That was the noise. Anyway, so if you want to cut the beginning and the end, so what you do is, for example, if this one here will not work. I mean, it will look like it's working, but it's not. So what you do is you go to your you put your cursor there, and then you click this start. Very important. You click this start. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. You go to the beginning first. Go all the way to the beginning. Then you start there. Is it clicked? I guess, yeah, it's clicked. And then what you do is you take your cursor, you just put your cursor there, and then you click this one here and the current segment. You see, when you do that, then that's your first cut. Then you can go somewhere else. So, for example, if I want to see the entire timeline again, I just change the zoom level back to 1, and then you can see as I put my cursor here now. This is the end, so then I can now go back to whatever the zoom, and you see my cursor is still there. So let's say I want to cut right here. So then again, what I do is I click on the start segment, then I go all the way to the end, then I click the end segment, and that's it. Then I can go back to the zoom, and you guys will see that now there's 2 cuts. Obviously I can make more cuts in other places, but I'm just showing you this. So it's going to cut that much off from the beginning, and it's going to cut off this part at the end. Now you can, if I did multiple cuts, let's say I put another cut in here, like in the middle here, then you can also do a merge. I'll show you that. In another video. So what I mean is when we edit another video. That's what I meant. So for this one, you can see I want to cut this and I want to cut this. So then you click export. This is another thing that confused me, because I'm thinking, no, I don't want to export. I want options. Where are the options? The options are not here. But yeah, so this is the thing. So you have to click export, and then the options will come up in the export. You see in export here, by default it's separate files. So you click down here and you see you can because I didn't put something in the middle, so right now the only thing it will do is it will separate the files, which is fine. And then there's a segment to chapter. So I usually leave separate files. I found that's what works best for me. So what it's going to do is it's going to cut obviously the beginning and the end, and you leave it will leave that middle part. That's what I want. Then it will obviously, when you click separate files, meaning that it will be 3 files is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and you see here it says input has 2 tracks. So yeah, we're keeping the 2 tracks, obviously audio and video. And then I never touch any of these other things, but if you need to, you can fool around with this. I said I usually leave them. I've never needed to touch this so far, because I'm still learning. I just started using this. Then all you have to do is just you can close that if you wish, and then just click export. And then export, and you see it's done, just like that, in a blink of an eye. Just like that, it's done. And then you can click show. I don't know if you open up. Yeah, okay, I guess not. Okay, let me bring up I'll show you what it did. So here, you see what it did here. Let me zoom down a little bit. So what it did was, this is the original video. Actually, so it selected what it did. You see, it actually put the timestamp. You can see there it says oops, let me put it here so people on the vertical screen can see. So you see what it did here. If you look at the bottom here, right here, it shows that you see it appended or postfixed the timeline which it cut. So it's only that duration. You see it from about 5 seconds to 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Remember, the video is 2 minutes and 41 seconds. So it cut that part out and left this one. So that's exactly what I want. And then it created this little project file. What this allows you to do is, if I open up this file again, for example, if I close this and I open up this file again, it is going to use this to remember what the previous cuts are. So that allows you to make some adjustments. Like for example, if you go back to the video, let's say I want to cut a little bit more, I want to cut here, and from this one I want to cut here. So it will allow me to do that very easily. Or you can also press undo and do it again. So I said I did that quite a bit yesterday, not yesterday, 2 days ago when I was testing this to write the article. All right, so that's basically it. There's really nothing else to show you guys. I said there's a lot of features. I didn't even know some of the features existed. So yeah. So for example, now these two videos. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to do this, but these two videos, because they're exactly the same, you are able to merge them. What I mean is that they have the exact same codec, they have the exact same, obviously, bitrate for the video, bitrate for the audio. They'll be easy to merge together. I haven't done that yet. I haven't needed to, but I can see myself doing that in the future. I said especially if I have an intro and I have an outro, and then I can merge them pretty quickly, especially from the recording. I can easily do that. For example, I can use Blender to output an intro and an outro. Then I can just put them together very quickly. And you see, it's very, very fast. Forget about having a GPU. It's really fast here. So yeah, very impressive. Oh, even down here, I didn't read this. It says segments to export. There was only one segment because these ones were cut. So actually, you know what? This is actually a pretty good one. So let's go back here. So what I can do is, you see here in the middle, I'm going to pick one of these. It's pretty easy. I'll pick this one here. So again, I'll pick the start here. Get out of here, and let's put it here, and then I will click this guy. So you can see now we have this segment. So we have two segments, and we can go and do another segment down here at the end. That one there, and obviously go right to the end here and do that. So you see we have 1, 2, 3. Now if we go to export, remember before there's only separate files. Now you see we have more options. You see now there's merge cuts, there's merge and separate, and there's still that segment to chapters. So as I said, I found that separate files works best for me, but if you want to merge cuts, meaning that it will merge everything, I mean it will obviously remove the cuts and then just merge. So we can try that. So you know what, let's try all these options. So the first one is, I'm going to try this, actually, you know what, let me delete, I'm going to delete this file just to show you guys that, so I'm going to delete just to show you that that it creates something else. So we're going to do separate files first, just to show what they will look like. You see it's done. I said it's very fast. It's done. So here we are, and so you see it created multiple files. You see it created 1, 2. It created 2 of them. So obviously that was separate files. So one of them is still our. You see, oops. You see the timeline, the 5 seconds, and somewhere in the 1 minute one. And then after that, it had this one at the end, which started at 1 minute 20 to 2:35. So those are 2 separate ones. I don't know why you'd want that, but there you go. Maybe you want it for something else. Maybe, oh, you know what? I know what that will be used for. Let's say you create one video and you want to extract the intro and you want to extract the outro. So that's one option. That's one way you could actually use that for. So that is actually useful. Even for me, that's actually useful. So another thing you can do is, let's try another option. Let me actually delete those 2, and then I'll show you another option you can do. So the other option was that is to separate. The other option is, if we go back to export here, instead of separate files, we have this one called merge cuts. I'm sure you guys know what that means. So let's try that one, merge cuts. See, it says export plus merge. So let's click that one, export plus merge. It's also finished. And as you can, where was it here? Yeah, so you see there's only one this time because it merged them. Now if we click on this one, you see it will tell us what it did is it cut merged. So basically the video should be basically it removed the 3 cuts, and it just made it one video, so meaning that it trimmed off the obviously the middle part as well and just merged to one file. So that one that one is actually probably what most of us are going to be doing, because we can cut out some parts. For example, I'm doing a live stream, there are parts which I'm maybe embarrassed with or something, when I cut it out. That's a simple one to do. So what I've been doing is I've been cutting. Usually it's the stuff at the front and sometimes at the end. Then I go into Blender and then I've been doing the other stuff. But I'm saying is that when I noticed, because OBS, now that I have the scenes, I no longer even need Blender for that one, because the scene is already there. So I can just do everything in LosslessCut. So LosslessCut has taken up more of my time, and I said I'll learn and I'll share everything with you guys. Then let's get rid of, so basically, yeah, so you guys see that. I don't need to play the video. I'm sure you guys know what that is. And so what's the last one? The last one was we have merge and separate. So merge and separate, hit export. So what this one does is, you see it does the, was it 5 to, did I delete it? I can't remember if I deleted it. 5 to 1 minute there. And this one is 1 to 2.5, to the end. And the last part is the curved one. So, it does everything together. So it does all of them, all 3. Let me make sure I did that correctly. Maybe I didn't delete. Make sure it deletes. I would run that again as well. Merge and separate. Let's make sure. Yeah, it does the same thing. So it basically combines. It does the combine and also does a split as well at the same time. Just wanted to make sure. I wasn't too sure about that. So that's what LosslessCut does. So it's, as I said, it's really fast. You guys see this in real time. Now, some of you guys may say, "Oh, that's because you have a super fast computer." So my computer is just a mid-range. I'll show that to you. I'll go to the system monitor here, just to show you my system is not that special. You see, I just have 6 cores and 12 threads. It's a Ryzen 5 5600 GT, so it's literally just mid-range. It's not, there's nothing special about it. Yes, I do have 32 gigs of RAM, but yeah, remember, I'm using an integrated graphics, so yes, I do have a GPU, but this doesn't use a GPU, it just uses the CPU. And it's, you know what? Let's put it here. I'll show you how quickly this is. I don't have a long video right now because I deleted it. I believe I deleted. Yeah, I did delete it. I was gonna keep one, but yeah, I did delete it. Unfortunately, I don't have one. But it is fast also for long videos. It's just as fast as you see it, which just blows my mind. So let's see how many resources it uses. Actually, I'm going to put this here so you guys can see what's going on. I'll put this always on top. Come on, always on top. Okay, I'll put it somewhere like here. So let's go export and merge. So you can see the CPU usage and the memory, see if it goes up or not. So let's do that. You can see barely nothing at all. And it's done, and as you can see, all the stuff is here. So as I said, it works extremely well. It's just the so just be careful when you just be careful. I said just be aware that you the cuts are always going to be between this I guess it's hard coded. Is it frames? These are frames, so it's going to be one of these frames. So what I'm saying is that what I mean is this: if I was to cut the video right here, it will show that it worked, but it's not. It's actually going to cut it right here, in here. It doesn't actually do half cuts, and I'll prove that in the other video. What's the thing I want to show you? Oh yeah, so shortcuts. I said you can hit play.
JavaScript is a versatile programming language for beginners
So you can hit play here. I said I just always hit the space bar. That's a keyboard, so keyboard and mouse. And I said, you see, my mouse is pretty fast because I said it's a trackball mouse. So I'm able to. It's because some people say, oh, the keyboard is faster. Maybe, but I said I find this is pretty quick too. I don't have to memorize too many keys, right? So that's it. And I said the only ones I use are this one here. This is the start at current segment and then end at the current segment. So that's the one I always do. Now, if you make a mistake, you can always, for example, let's say I want to this one here. Obviously, you can delete it, or you can just hit delete. Well, they get rid of it before. Is it undo? Is it clear? I actually did that yesterday. See, that's the thing. I'm still learning. You can also. Is it clear? I'm pretty sure there was a clear. Okay, I guess. That's interesting. Is it double click? Nope. Okay, you know what? Let's actually find out how to do that. Like if I wanna remove this one. Oh, I did it earlier today. I remember. I think it was this one when I let's say I want to expand this. Oh, let's say if I wanna go here. Oh, you know what? I do remember. Sorry. Yeah, I do remember when I was making those mistakes. I just restarted. I just started again because it was just it's pretty simple, so you can just do it again. And I said the good thing about these guides, they're pretty easy to use. So you can just go here anywhere you want. And the seeking is actually really nice for something that doesn't use the GPU. I am really happy with this one. Okay, so this is this video. So let's get rid of this. Oh, there we go. So the tracks. So this video is an AV1. You see I'm using the AV1 codec, and then the audio is the Opus. So you can see the information here. So what I'm saying is that if I had another video, I could merge them because as long as it has the same codec and the same codec for the audio and the video. And you can see the duration here, as I said, 2 minutes and 41 seconds. So it's a very short video, but I said it also works. I showed you guys how you can get it to work on a long video. All right. Now I'm wondering what happens if I just drag another. Let's grab this video and just drag it in here. What happens? Yeah, so it doesn't work. It says you open a new file. What do you want to do? Open the file instead. Include all tracks in a new file. Merge and code. I'm gonna try the merge. I know it's not gonna work with a different codecs. Let's see what it'll tell me to do if I do that. Yeah, so it says can be used to concatenate one series after another. It cannot be used for merging in parallel, like adding an audio track or oh yeah. So see, it says here file compatibility check is not enabled. So for the merge operation might not produce a valid output. Enable check. Okay, so I'm going to enable it. They are not the same. One is a MP4. What do you call it? H.264, and I think it's AAC. So they are not the same. So I've enabled it. So then let's go to. Let's click here. Did he merge them? No way. No way. No, that can't be right. It really merged them? No, that can't be right. No, that can't be right. But what did it use then? Oh, maybe it converted into this one. But how could it do that? That doesn't make any sense. You see, it's MP4 one is it WebM. Okay, so for this video I was just talking, this is for the short, so again it's the same thing. You can just go here and here. Okay, you know what, let's merge this guy. Okay, let's merge it. I will be surprised. So this time I'm gonna just do merge. What is merge and separate? Let's do merge. So this is the one. Is it longer? I don't think it's longer. It's the same. Looks to me like it's the same size. It says 1 minute. It's 1 minute. Oh, okay, is it put in the videos folder? Is this one? 23. This seems to be bigger. Huh, that's weird. It seems to be bigger. See, this one was 18. This seems to be bigger. They did. Okay, I'm gonna play this video. I'm just curious. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, yeah. So it didn't merge it properly. That's what I expected, because I said there are different codecs. So it did try to merge, but obviously that failed. And I said that's my fault. Obviously, I said it clearly said that they have to be the same codec. So you're able to merge. I don't have. Oh, you know what? I actually, in the trash I do have videos which are similar, so I can probably merge them. So there you go. So I showed you guys. I think that's enough. This video has gone on way longer than for a short video. So there you go. So you can merge. I just showed you guys how to merge. I showed you guys how to do cuts. I showed you guys how to merge your cuts and output everything, and I explained. So you guys owe me one, because I showed you guys how to use this start current segment at current frame and the end current frame at current time, and there we go. All right, and I think that's enough for this. So let's finish this up. What is this here? That doesn't need to be here. So let's finish this up. Let me actually finish up with, okay, whatever. Where are we here? Oh yeah, if you're interested in programming and software development, I also offer various learning resources that might interest you. I have books, programming books. Check out my collection of programs on Amazon. I also have the links are also in the description. I have courses on ojamboshop.com. They're all online, and if you need any help with video editing or personalized tutorials, you can contact me at ojambo.com/contact, or for consultations, including LosslessCut and other open source video editors or tools, get in touch at ojamboservices.com/contact. And I'll also like to remind you that you should subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments. As I said before, the more people subscribe, the more the algorithm sends it out to multiple people, and those people will share their workflow or their tools they use, and I'll share all that information with you. I'm okay doing the research, and I can share with you. For example, I said LosslessCut. I literally just started using it like 3 days ago, and now I'm able to share some of the knowledge with you guys. All right, and then I do have some other resources as well. For example, I live in a rural area, and I'm inside a cottage, and it's been snowing all day. It looks like it turned into rain now. There's a lot of snow. I've got about just under a foot of snow, and I was outside clearing the snow just before this live stream. All right. So I do use SpaceX Starlink residential service. So if you're thinking of getting the service, please use my referral link, because you'll get a significant discount, and I'll get 1 month free. I also have this is an affiliate link. It's for this little guy. It's the Honeywell HeatBud personal ceramic heater. It's a space heater. So it has 170 watts for low and 250 watts for high. I rarely use high. The only time I use high is if I click the high by accident, but low is fine enough for me. So it also has a trip protection. It means trips over, it will turn off. I switch it on maybe two minutes, maybe a few times an hour, every hour. So in a month, it might just add somewhere between $3 to $5 more in my electricity cost, which is way cheaper than paying $100 to $200 in propane cost. Yes, you heard me right. The first time I moved here, I was paying $350 a month for propane, which is preposterous. So last year in the coldest month, I was able to save $100 because of this little guy. So it's a space heater, meaning that it only heats up your space. For example, right here on the desk, that's what it does. So it's fantastic. If you don't have one and you have cold, you're in a cold environment like I am, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. All right. So that's my affiliate link, meaning that I'll get a commission on every sale. It doesn't cost any more to you. It's just a commission sale. So that's another way you can help me out. And speaking of Amazon, I also have a novelette. It's called The Algorithmic Serpent. See, it's created by me, Eduardo Jambo, and it's about a scientist who creates an AI system and loses his mind, and he has to regain control of his mind and the AI system. So this is the back. You see, this is real pages. This is the paperback version. There's also an ebook version. Both are very affordable. The majority of the cost goes to, for example, the printed one, and for shipping as well, printing and shipping for the paperback version, and the ebook versions for storage costs. So pick it up if you have the means, and if you like psychological thrillers, and let me know what you guys think. And finally, I haven't had time to create a promotion for it. I've created this one. It's called the Recession Business Blueprint. It's a guide to help you if you're thinking of starting a business. The best time to start a business is during a recession. Right now we're in a recession, so you can start a business. Now, I didn't write this based on only on my personal experience, because obviously I started my business in 2009. Things have changed. So what I did was I updated some of the concepts for the business. For example, like where to make money. Like for me, if I needed to borrow money or something, I had to physically go and request it from people. These days, you don't do that. You either call people or you email them or something like that. So I'm saying is that I have all that covered for you. But however, the concepts are still the same. If you need some money or you need some guidance, you need to know where to go. So that's why I created, it's called a blueprint. It helps you find a type of business. Because, for example, you might be more comfortable maybe like opening a franchise, or hiring people to take care of the business for you, or if you want to be more hands-on, you can do that as well. For example, for me, when I started my business, everybody was telling me that you need to rent an expensive place, and you need to do this, which I didn't want to do. So I was living in a condo, and I started a business right in a condo. So you can start a business at home, right? And I'm saying is that's what I'm trying to say is that some people used to think it's weird that, oh my God, he works out of home. But I'm saying is now it's normal, right? Especially since this pandemic. Working at home is normal. It's actually, most people prefer that. So that's what I'm trying to say is that I have you covered with the Recession Business Blueprint. Once I have some promotions out for it, I'll then maybe it'll be a nice stream or something. I'll talk about it more. But yeah, so you can pick it up right now. It's on Amazon. There's a paperback version and there's an ebook version. Okay, and if you want to know more about me, I have a bio for every article I write. So you can see here I'm a freelance programmer. Now I'm also an author, and then you can explore all my books. I have a bookshop on Amazon. The link is there. And then if you need support, jamboservices.com for consultations and programming tutorials, etc. And online courses on jamboshop.com. The link is right there. And if you want to follow me or you want to contact me, obviously you can use the contact form or comment forms. The comment forms stay around, I think it's for 10 or 15 days after the article has been published. But the other ways to contact me, the best way to contact me is always go to the contact form that's on jambo.com/contact, or jamboservices.com/contact, or jamboshop.com/contact. And then if you want to follow me, channels Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, and YouTube. You can also leave comments in there, especially